Welcome, lords and ladies, to this expert 1v1, not random match game, but deathmatch. Playing in the red is True. His opponent playing in the blue is whatever that is. Let's just go with blue. They are playing a mirror match. They are both the Portuguese. These guys are both very good at death matches. True, I would argue, is one of the best deathmatch players in the world. I was looking at his profile, and his 1v1 deathmatch rating is actually about 2k6. And blue is also very high rating. These ratings that it's showing here are their team game deathmatch ratings. But they're both very good. And deathmatch, I am not even going to try and lie, I suck at deathmatch. I'm terrible at deathmatch. It just goes too fast for me, I just can't keep up. But, I don't know, these guys can somehow manage to do it. Okay, I'm going to just do something crazy. Fog of War, view lock. How fast are they going? Okay, they're actually not going that fast. Okay, he's going decently fast, I guess. But it's just crazy. We're not even 5 minutes in, and already this is what we're looking at. Deathmatch is just insane. And I love watching it. I just hate playing it because I'm bad at it. But these guys love it. I think I don't know how many games Blue has played, but True has only played about 300 random match games. And he's played like 3,000 deathmatch games. So these guys know what they like. They're both really good at it. But with Portuguese is a bit of an interesting matchup. Obviously, you've got Champions, you've got Arbalest, you've got Gunpowder, you've got Cavalier. But every deathmatch game is pretty much the same. You start, you put down your military buildings, build some houses, then get your castles up, you get your town centers going, and then you start to go into whatever your civ is good at. In Portuguese, which is, they really don't have anything specific they're good at, they're just kind of good at this overall composition. And then after you start getting that composition going, then you reach out and control the sides of the map here. Such as True has done here, built a TC on this gold, and Blue's building castle out here that's going to get denied. And then you just keep spamming units. And I think True is ahead by quite a bit here. He's about 10 villagers ahead at the moment. That doesn't seem like a lot, but that is going to add up quickly. And he's decided to go into Bombard Cannon, whereas Blue has gone into Onager. It's a good counter for True. They'll kill the Arbalest, they'll kill the Onagers, and Blue's looking to be in trouble. He's now 20 villagers behind. He's definitely in trouble here. The thing with deathmatch is, you lose your villagers, you're done. It is over. There is nothing you can do. And some deathmatch games are only like 5 minutes long, even less. Because what can happen is, you just lose your starting villagers, and then you're just done. There's nothing you can do. But, I mean, they're both kind of stalemated here. I definitely give True the advantage. He has the map control, he has his town centers up everywhere. He's got the villager lead, he's about double villagers at the moment. And military lead is still very close, but Blue only has 40 villagers, half of them are idled in these TCs, and his economy is just struggling. He's just now getting the bombard cannons going. He's got a few trebs. Trebs are going to get sniped by these cavalier, by the bombard cannons. And wow, that cavalier just took a headshot from his own cannon mate. But Deathmatch is really just about the strategic advantages here. There's very little about Deathmatch that has to do with just flooding and overwhelming your enemy. And that is something that new players tend to struggle with. That beginners to Deathmatch have the mentality that it's all about just making a whole bunch of units and just flooding your enemy. That's really not what it's about. The first like 20 minutes or so are all about economy and map advantage. Now obviously you do want a whole bunch of units to fight, but it's so important in those first 15 to 20 minutes that you get your economy going, you get the map control, and that will determine the rest of the game. This is good. Neither player can really push through the middle. We've got castles on the hill for both of them, and they're just not able to push. I mean, the capped rams and halberdier aren't able to get close to these organ guns and bombard cannons, and if True ventures too far out here, he could get surprised by these rams. Maybe some cavalier could run in and snipe him. Let's see, True. He's got a decent economy going. Now, obviously, this doesn't look like a very good economy. He's got very little wood, but that's okay. In the early game of Deathmatch, you're not going to have a whole lot of resources, but he's got decent resources. Blue, he's got fairly good resources as well. He's got a lot less gold. That's because he doesn't have any relics, whereas True has 2 of them. And True is actually guarding this relic, which is nice, but that cavalier is just going to get shot down. And he's guarding the relic just to try and delay it as much as possible. There's another relic down here that Blue could get. And I'm not seeing the 3rd relic. Is it around here? A monk must be holding it somewhere. I don't see it. But yeah, relics are also really important. And the relic gold adds up really quick over the course of the game. There's just idols. There's 20 idols for Blue. True has kept his down to below 10 pretty much the whole game. And it's just kind of a stalemate in the middle here. Now the focus is turning over to the right side. And they're going to be fighting over these golds. They're going to be fighting over the map control. But with these castles that are really well placed, it's going to be difficult. But while Blue has been focused on the right, True's been able to come in here and make a small push. He's taken out, looks like just 1 barracks at the moment. But he could reasonably push here and not take that many losses. He just needs to let his bombard cannons sit back and do their work. And if those 2 castles go down, then there's just these castles for Blue, and then his economy is wide open. So this really isn't looking that great for him. Now the raids are coming in. Blue's raids haven't done all that much at all. True is definitely a lot more effective with his raids here. With that being said, a small push here for Blue trying to shred this castle down. He does have to guard his trebs, otherwise this can happen. And Northern guns, try and snipe him. Not quite gonna be able to do that. This castle is going to go down. But blue has lost a lot of ground in the middle here. His castle's going to be under fire. He's lost his siege workshops. And his economy is so cramped. He really can't spread anywhere. And that's the problem with Deathmatch. Once you get to the point where you can't expand, you really can't go anywhere, then you're really in trouble. So everything is just so compact, you're gonna get surrounded. That is a lot of villagers building that castle. That was almost the max amount of villagers you can have building a castle. But once you get contained in a small area, the game's basically over. Wow, farming TC for blue here. And blue's just losing more trebs. It's really not ideal for him. He has yet to collect any relics. He can't even see that one with the way he built that town center, but surely he knows it's there. And he knows that's there. Has he even been a monastery? No, he hasn't. He doesn't even have a monastery to collect the relics. But now, True's pushing it on the right. Trebs are going down for blue. Castle being attacked. It's slowly getting worse for blue. He really needs an answer here. His resources are looking quite low. And True's economy, he's got it up and going. He's pushing on the right. He's not being raided at all. He's holding in the middle. This is just looking really good for True. But Blue's still holding on, defending as well as he can. I think Onager could be a good addition here. Bombard Cannon would probably be a little better to help fight these organ guns and capped rams. The Cavalier, they're great, but against this many organ guns, you need way more Cavalier to even just get close, because otherwise that just happens. And this is looking very much over. The Onagers are now coming out. Well, I think it's kind of too late here. This is just not looking good, and I think the GG is going to be called any moment. He's going to lose another castle. He's got very little army. And what army he does have is just slowly being picked off. Castle goes down. That TC is going to go down. This really, I can't really identify any point in the match where Blue messed up. I think it was just those small victories for True that just led up to this. Because Blue did play this well, he really did, but I think the starting composition, True just predicted it and countered what Blue had really well. And he got the map control faster, and it's just spiraled out of control now. But Blue is hanging on, he's really trying here. But all its Arbalest going down, Trebs going down, and there's the GG called. Wow, what a game. And this game wasn't so much about just completely steamrolling. This game was more about, it really just showed that these small victories really add up over the course of the game. And that's also true in like random matches, in team games 1v1. That's really true for all games in Age of Empires, but it's especially true in Deathmatch just because of how fast-paced it is. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate every single one of you amazing people. and I'll see you all in the next one.